In the G League, how I approach every game is like there's shifts. I get subbed in the first quarter. That's my first shift. It's really important for me to have good shifts, obviously. But it's important that I approach the game, even if I don't have a one good shift, that it doesn't translate to the other good shift. During my first shift, instead of just shooting the ball right away, which sometimes you might have to, but I like to get myself involved in the game. I like to feel like I'm doing something beneficial. That might be like getting a deflection. Sometimes that might be getting a rebound. Nate comes downhill. He drew two. I shook up. Nice little screen from him. Bucket. That was my first shot of the game. I remember that. My first shot of the game. I've been struggling to shoot the ball up until the last 3 games. So I guess I can't say that I've been struggling to shoot the ball anymore. I wanted to continue to shoot the ball the way that I know that I should be. To see the first shot go down was a pretty big deal. It felt good. It made me feel like I was, in it. Here we go. Transition. Dickey's got the ball. We come down in our set. In basketball, there's action and reaction. So every action needs to have a reaction if you're on defense or offense. So slot ball screen, he goes downhill, moving to his left. So that means that Nate has to shake up and I have to shake up. Like all of us should be on a string because we're all trying to get like passing angles. He's drawn 2 and Abu rolls, which is what he should be doing. And now he draws the help. Number 20 has to help in on the roll. So that means on the backside, you have me and Paul. One guy is guarding the 2 of us. Dickey gets off of it, throws it to the shake guy. I have the ball one more. Kind of a longer closeout because he knows that I can shoot the ball pretty well. Well, at least maybe he does. I don't know. But I felt like I had a decent driving angle. Go downhill, low pickup, get a foul. Decent little play. Another one in transition, I'm trailing the play. Again, action and reaction, right? So there's a ball screen happening right here. He's coming downhill. You see my man 25 stay and help. So he's staying in the plug because we did our job on the ball screen. He got a hit. Nate's coming downhill. So that means there's 3 guys on this side with only 2 guys guarding it. My man overhelps. I can step in downhill 1-2, just a little bit of a fade, not too much to where we have bad spacing, but step in 1-2. Second shot of the day goes down. I'm feeling really good now. So guard to guard screen, me and Nate can both switch. So this was small, but it makes a big deal. Look at my hands right here. I'm jamming. The reason why guard to guard stuff is hard is because he can either set it and slip out or he can set it and roll. But the problem is that if we're switching, we have to communicate that we're switching, and we also don't know what the offense is doing. So that puts a lot of pressure on us as defenders. So what we can do is try to dictate what it is or limit their options. He kind of makes sure that he can't refuse it. I jam. You see me, I'm kind of pushing him up the floor into the switch. So that gives Nate time to go under, and now I'm guarding one-on-one, right? So let's watch it again. So transition, come down the court, guard to guard, jam. Nate gets under. Now I'm guarding one-on-one. That's pretty good defense. Turn him, get back in front. Oh! Okay. He lost the ball. All right. Hold on. Let me sit up for this one. There's people out there that will say that I got dropped right here. Hold on, let's watch it again. Okay, regardless, I played good defense, got a turnover. I'm hype. Let's watch it again. All right, I'm going full speed. He pulls back, nice move. Okay, but I want you to look. You see that? Look at my right foot. Look, I didn't even touch earth for real. So that's a trip. He didn't drop me. If he dropped me, I would be the first one to say that he dropped me. But I thought he dropped me, but he didn't. He didn't drop me. I don't know what to tell you. He didn't drop me. And then regardless, got back up, played good defense, turnover. I'm hype, yelling at the ball. Chance is yelling at me. Look at Chance. Yeah, I love it, Chance. I played a game today, 10:30 in the morning. I played at 10:30 in the morning, there was 7,000 kids in the gym. Okay. I imagine that's kind of like what hell sounds like. Screaming kids. They just were just screaming the whole game. And oh my God, don't even get me started. So RGV scored 67 points. Everybody was like, 6-7, 6-7. Like for 5 minutes, all the kids were just saying 6-7, 6-7. And then they played like the 6-7 song, and they were like 6-7. Like, bruh, these kids are they're just full of energy, and you know that was funny. All right, my first shift started today at the 7 minute mark. All right, and once again, I'm gonna keep saying it. There are things that I like to do that get me feeling like I'm involved in the game, impacting our team winning. And one of those things is guarding full. But it's hard to do that when guys have been playing for 5 minutes and I've been on the bench for 5 minutes and I'm not really that loose. So I think right here, like I'm playing it a little conservative, giving him some space. I don't know like how my legs are feeling. Turned them once, which is decent, but I'm playing a little conservative. And that's probably something that I want to change. Like as soon as I sub in, I need to be ready to go. I need to be applying tons of friction, tons of pressure, because if I say that I'm a defender, I need to always be a defender. But he gets off the ball. I need to jump to the ball. Good. And I got a tip. I tip that. Go up. I tip it to my teammates. I know they're right there. Now I had a good defensive possession. I felt the ball one time. I'm feeling decent. My guy trips me. I feel the lane, and that's cool. All right, that's clip number one. So back on defense, guard to guard. All right, so they ran a stack action, or a stack or a Spain action. So I talked about this last time on stream. So a stack action is it's like a double screen. It's like a double screen. So there's a ball screen action right here with the big that happens. This happens regularly, but this guy back here that Evan's guarding, he sets a screen on the bigs man. So ideally, what's supposed to happen is a couple of things. So he comes off his ball screen, he sets a screen on the bigs man. So the big has a free roller to the rim. So once the big has a free roller to the rim, that puts a lot of pressure on the weak side defense, because the weak side man has to take that roll. So your first option is to score as an offensive player. Your first option is to get down and score. Your second option is the big rolling, because he's supposed to have a free roll. The third option is the skip, because this weak side guy there's a lot of pressure that's put on this guy to be in on the roll, so the skip might be open. The fourth and final option is this guard that sets a screen on the big. He's gonna set it and then pop. So oftentimes there's miscommunication between this guard and whoever's guarding the ball on how we're gonna guard this action, and that frees up this guy for a shot. However, take everything that I said and throw it out the window, because there are three guards that are there's three guards as defenders. So what happens is we just switch out all of this stuff. So CB comes up, he says, screen, screen, screen. He says, switch. I switch on to his man. And then Evan tells me to stay high because they set this stack action. So we just triple switched it and we're all good. Everybody's good. Pretty good defensive possession right here. Force him to shoot that three. That's pretty good. We just didn't finish it with a rebound. Another defensive possession. I've been in the game for about a minute now. Fight over this screen. Good. This is, I believe, number one is the leading scorer in the G League currently. So get through another screen. And after you kind of get through two screens, me as a defender, I kind of know that guarding the leading scorer, I got through two screens, it's probably time for ISO. So right here, cut him off. I know I got help on that side. I know probably he's going to come back this way because that's where all the space is. Try to beat him to the spot. I also know he scores a lot of his points at the free throw line. Try to show my hands. He kicks his legs. Pretty good defense. And then we're off to the races. And this is how fast we play in the G. It goes back and forth. I'm just trying to figure out, scanning, like, where are the potential threats, all right? So who has the ball? Okay, so Ticket took the ball. What else do I have to do? I have to protect the rim. Oh, okay, well, the guy's running down the middle of the lane. I have to take that. He threw a bounce pass, stole it. I have a couple good defensive possessions, a couple good plays that make me feel like I'm involved. Now I feel pretty good. So now I dribble down the court, nobody stops me, and I feel like that's a pretty decent shot. Air ball, right? I'm going to shoot that shot 9 times out of 10. Given like certain context, especially early first quarter, I'm going to keep shooting this shot. It's a shot that I know I can make. It's a shot that I work on. I actually like short armed it. I didn't completely trust myself to shoot this shot. I'm not gonna just show me playing well or the good or the highlights. I'm gonna show you the highs and the lows of what it is that I'm doing. This is a wide open three, and I should make this shot, but I don't, and that's fine. That's cool. Short-term memory. One of the things that I'm really proud of myself today is I missed my first shot by a lot, but I didn't stop shooting. And like I said, it doesn't affect how I play defensively. I'm in plug, I'm in help. Look at where I am defensively. Like I'm right above the nail. I'm really helping out CB, making sure that like he sees me as a defender, but I'm also not out of position, but like I'm giving something up. So he gets off the ball. I have to close out really well. He stampedes the catch. I have to guard that as well. Like you have to make multiple efforts if you want to be on a winning team, if you want to be a winning player. Because you're in the right spot at one moment doesn't mean you're always going to be in the right spot. And CB does the same thing too. He's on the ball under the first screen. He gets over the second screen. Now he's guarding the ball. Now he has to help me out. He helps me out on the drive. He helps, and he gets back to his man. That's a good defensive rep by CB, and they turn the ball over. Like that's a winning defensive possession right there. It's a pretty decent look. A shot that I'm gonna take 10 out of 10 times. Just missed it. Fine. So now I'm 0 for 2 from 3, and I feel like I wasn't really fazed by this one. At this point, like my mentality is, oh, I'm due for one. So I just missed one. I just missed 2. I'm 0 for 2. And this is literally the next play. So the screen comes up, I'm ready for it, come off. I realize that nobody stepped up. Boom. That one felt nice. Seen one go through the net. So now I feel like I'm playing good defense. I've seen one go through the net. Now I feel like, all right, like I'm good now. It's pretty good. So he comes out again, action, reaction. He drives downhill with his right. I have to shake up. CB has to shake up. So even just that little bit of that double stutter step up is enough to where like, look at this passing angle from Evan to me. My college coach used to say, you never want to be 3 in a row where it's ball, man, then you. So I'm open. He closes out. Look at his closeout. Attack the high foot. Good leg. Probably could have dunked it, but I didn't know I was going to be that open. So shoot that 3. All right. Back in it. Okay, so I added this one because, look, so last game, I was able to successfully get a moving screen called on me. And this game, last time I said you have to sell it. Okay? It's not a flop, you have to sell it. And this is why I say you have to sell it. Because if you don't sell it, they won't call it. Because look, this is a moving screen. There's no, like, his back is, like, there's no way that he's even set right now, okay? This is a moving screen. But look, like, I don't really sell it. Like, I kind of sell it, but I didn't really commit. Like, if I committed to it, like the clip from the other game, I fully committed to that. And I fell, threw my head back, kind of sold it a little bit. But here, like, I'm halfway fighting through it. I'm halfway not, you know. It looks more like he bullied me out of the way than anything. So I added this because it's like, if I'm going to do this, then either I need to sell it and commit to it, or I need to like get under it and get back to the next play. That is why you sell it, and that is why it's not a flop, okay? Like, I've played with Deke for like a whole year, but prior to this year, so I know that he's going to try to be crafty and create lanes. I'm just trying to find a lane right now. Catch, shoot. His hands are down. I thought he was going to foul me, but he didn't. That's a pretty good contest. Also, look at how like I finished my shot. Look, like I'm still holding that follow through. Wasn't until the ball went through the net that I got rid of that follow through. That's a very good shot. TB thought that I was gonna take the cutter because I'm technically the low man. So yeah, I am out of position right now. So I'm supposed to be the low man. So I am wrong. So I'm supposed to be the low man, and I'm supposed to be helping out the roller. So if I was in the right spot, it would be easier for me to make this read, which is me taking the cutter. So I ended up telling him to stay. Um, I ended up telling him to stay, and that makes me late. There's just miscommunication. It feels so great to be back on the court. Like, let me just take a second to just talk about this. It feels so good to be back on the court, bro. I remember when I first got hit with the injury, I just remember feeling so heavy, getting hurt, not feeling like yourself again, going through like the identity crisis that I went through and just some of the other things that I went through like in my personal life. But I never was able to like go back to my outlet, which is basketball. For me to just have another opportunity to play professionally, just it feels so good. It feels like I can be myself again. I really do love the sport, and I love like working my ass off and having my work pay off, and I love winning and just being on a team. Sometimes when I get frustrated with myself and my progress, I have to check myself and like remember that like, hey, we've came a long way to even be able to be back on the courts. Good. He draws two. Right now, I'm thinking TB needs help. I'm thinking find a lane. He cuts off this lane. Um, Ticket cuts. Deke cuts. I got to fill. So again, action, reaction. Man, come on. I practiced this shot. Like, this is a shot I'll shoot 50, get 50 reps of this in one of my summer workouts, like where I'm just coming off and getting the shot. So, like, when I shot this shot in the game, it felt like I had done this shot 2,000 times. And as soon as it left my hands, like, I knew it was going in. This is how I know that I'm feeling like myself again. When I start hitting down, making these types of shots, and it's a tough shot. I mean, going full speed, I even picked up the pace a little bit. I predetermined in my mind that I was going to shoot this. 1-2, turned on a dime, knockdown. Bench loves it. I love it. Everybody's happy. Okay, I've been saying when I first get subbed into the game, there are things that I like to do to get myself involved. This right here. You see what I do there? Look at, like I kind of twist the ball to get my hand. Like that's me just feeling the ball. My teammate Nate right here, he travels with an actual basketball because he's like, you gotta talk to her, say nice things because she's gonna treat you right? Well, like it's kind of the same mentality where it's like, I gotta get a feel for the ball. So that's just something it's very small that I do when I first get subbed into the game sometimes. Another guard to guard, another jam. Come on, bro. These are the type of clips that I have to eliminate. If I'm gonna say that want to be a defender, like I did good with the jam, but I can't let him split me. Probably should have stayed with him instead of jumping out right here. The two of us can't allow this split to happen, me and Tyler. So this is terrible. This is a bad clip. Look at him. Like I'm beat right now. That's bad. I gotta eliminate that. Free throw. Ooh, yeah. So yeah, today I hurt my ankle today, y'all. First of all, does he run? Yeah, he runs early. Like the refs weren't. He's crossing the free throw line and the ball hasn't even hit the rim yet. That is a violation. He turns my right ankle. And that's why I'm slow to get up because I turned my ankle. But even though we turned our ankle, that doesn't mean that we can take plays off. So they make a good defensive play. Look at me. Look at me get out of gear. Who says I'm not an athlete? Look at me get out of gear. 1, 2. Come on. I had to foul. There's nothing else I could have did. I don't know what happened. He like clipped me and I hit the ground hard as hell. Yeah. That one hurt a little bit. At the end of the day, I feel like we're making strides in the right direction. I like the confidence that I'm building, and I also am like more happy with, I'm not letting one shot affect most importantly my defense, but also the next shot. Okay, we airballed our first three. The next one's going in. Okay, cool. The next one didn't go in. That means we're due for one. And I hit one, and then I hit another, and I hit another. So I think we ended the night 4 for 8 from three, 50%. That's a pretty good shooting night. And then we played good defense, and that's what I bring. That's what Lucas Williamson brings. Solid day, solid outing for me. But as a team, there's a lot of things that we need to clean up so that we are competitive and we start winning games. And I feel like we're close to getting around that corner. So